Do you think it's weird, or why don't you think we ever saw him do much in Crockett? Like we saw Flair work Brody a lot for Geigel out in Kansas and Missouri, and we saw Dusty work Brody a lot in Florida. I'm just curious why you think, do you think the Crockett's had the same attitude that maybe Vince would have had about working with Brody?
Yeah, I think the Crockett's did not want to work with Bruiser at all.
Right.
And that's the reason. I don't know if you ever got a chance to ask Jimmy when you interviewed him about that or not, but I think it had something to do with the Crockett's and Brody. Now, I don't know if he had worked for the Crockett's one time a long time ago. And, you know, Jimmy was always the type of guy that, to me, that if you fuck with him, he wasn't going to do business with you at all anymore. It's like when Billy Jack Haynes threatened to beat his ass. That was it for Billy Jack Haynes. The Crockett's were never going to use him again. And that happened after Starrcade. That Billy Jack, I guess Starrcade 85, maybe.
Okay.
I think I've told the story that Billy Jack worked against Wahoo and got his Starrcade payoff. We were in the office doing interviews, and Billy Jack was there, and then he was gone. And I don't know, I mentioned somebody what happened, where'd Billy Jack go? And Gene Anderson says, oh, you won't see him anymore. So why? So he threatened to kick Jimmy's ass because of his payoff. I guess he stumbled right in Jimmy's office. Don't know if any blows were thrown or not, but anyway, that's the example of, to me, that why if you were like that, you would never come to work for Jimmy. So maybe something happened in the past with Bruiser Brody and Jimmy Crockett, and I agree. I think Bruiser Brody would have been pretty big for us, don't you?
Oh yeah,
On TBS.
him and Dusty, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
absolutely.